Hello and welcome to Spotlight, the show where we put interesting North Hillians on the hot seat. I'm your host, David Haddad, and this week with me is North Hills legend, Mike Cooknick. Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm doing it. I'm living the dream, I guess.
How have you been? It's been forever.
Well, I've been, going to college, doing the collegiate thing. And
Where are you going?
I'm going to Point Park University, right in the heart of downtown, as they say on their signs and whatever. But, it's a good place. It's nice people there.
What major are you there for?
I'm there for cinematography.
Can you tell us what cinnamon
geography.
Cinnamon geography. Can you tell us
geography.
what cinnamon geography is?
Yeah, it's the study of continents and their spices. No, it's
I don't think that would pay very well.
It depends. Well, you get a lot of travel benefits, you see.
Yeah.
You get to go around and be like, oh, like there's cocoa in this region. Cinematography is the study and practice of the visual art and science of cinema.
Dumb that way down.
So it's everything you visually see on the screen when you're watching a movie is the responsibility of the cinematographer. So where the actor or actress is standing, the placement of all the objects in the screen, how close the shot is, what everything is in the screen, the coloring, the tone, the contrast, the lighting, all of the visual elements of a movie is the cinematographer's job. And I'm learning how to be a cinematographer.
Are you famous yet?
Moderately. No, not at all. I'm not famous at all. And I don't ever want to be famous because it's...
Can cinematographers be famous?
Absolutely. Cinematographers can win Oscars for things such as this past year. Claudio Miranda won for Life of Pi. Looks like Dumbledore. And Roger Deakins, you don't know who he is, but if you see him... I
don't think anyone knows who he is.
If you would see him, you'd be like, yeah, like I recognize that
I would
guy.
recognize Dumbledore.
You would recognize Dumbledore. Richard Harris Dumbledore, not Michael Gambon Dumbledore.
Which one's which?
Richard Harris is the first one.
Right, the nice one.
Yeah.
Nice Dumbledore.
But if you think about, could you really see that old man doing all the crazy stunts that the other Dumbledore did? So really, it was kind of a timely death. All right,
Completely done.
Regardless, I'm not famous.
How has college changed you?
College has, it's completely opened me up to, the world abroad. Before I was, under this impression, and I think a lot of high schoolers are, that, North Hills and the North Hills area, this is the extent of the world, and it's just, what goes on here is just repeated, only on a global scale, but it's really not like that. Because I live in the city now, so you get exposed to a lot more things a lot faster. And also, being a cinema major, you watch so many different films from not only the United States, but abroad. We watch foreign films from Italy and France and those sorts of things. And you really just get a taste of the whole culture. So I guess what I'm trying to say, in short, is I feel like a more well-rounded person and more open to the different things that the world has to offer, I guess.
Now, we've been talking about your first year in college. Let's wind back about a year. I want to talk about your graduation speech. Let's roll a clip of that real quick.
Coming into the final few laps. And remember, you created those dreams, so you better believe you can outrun them. Pedal to the metal. It's go time. You are the masters of your fate. You are the captains of your destiny. This world is your sandbox, so build the tallest castle. It's our time to show the world what we are made of. It's our time to make the world to our liking, because we are on the cusp of the greatest opportunity that will ever be presented to us, adulthood.
That was the most incredible speech I've ever heard. I remember watching on YouTube, wishing I was at the graduation. What inspired you for that? That was incredible.
Well, again, a lot of music inspired me. There's an album by a indie rap artist who is this little reclusive white kid named Dylan Owen, and he has this album called Keep Your Friends Close. And that album was is very significant in my life senior year. And there's a song on it called Burn This Whole Place Down. And like, it's a really inspirational song about like finding the things that you're passionate about and going out and achieving them. And I wanted to capture that idea in my speech because I think it's important for you to find in high school what you're into and go out and achieve it. And that's what I wanted to convey in my speech, and hopefully I did that. People seem to like it.
You're filming a documentary this summer. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I'm traveling to California with two of my closest friends. There's three of us total. We're renting a car, and we were inspired by all of those foreign films that I told you about that we watched to like. We got exposed that there's so much more to the world, so many more cultures and like new things to find out, and we're seeing nothing just staying in Pittsburgh. So we're packing up, we're getting one backpack a person, we're doing the all-American like old school road trip, we're using manual maps, leaving our phones and GPSs behind and just going out and seeing national parks and those sorts of things. But the thing is, we want to bring our cameras and our cinema skills, I guess, with us to make a documentary in hopes that how we have been inspired to go out and see the world because of old movies. Hopefully we can make a new movie with like some recognizable sort of, recognizable in the sense that like relatable kind of kids go out and if we can be an example going out and seeing the world, then hopefully we can inspire others to that it's not that difficult to just turn off your phone and just go back to nature and see what's going on. So we have a Kickstarter going on to help fund that because we can't shoot the documentary unless we raise $5,000 by June 9th. And maybe if you're nice, you'll put a link in the description to our Kickstarter on YouTube.
I was just thinking, how can there are probably a bunch of people watching in their home rooms and their computer screens at home thinking, how can I help this happen? Tell them how they can help it happen.
Well, I'm sure this will be on YouTube, right?
Yep.
So hopefully you'll put a link in the description to our Kickstarter page. It's a minimum $1 pledge. You do get rewards, so depending on how much money you donate, $5 will get you a postcard, all the way up to like $1,000 will like come and visit you and have a private screening in your hometown, those sorts of things. And those are real deal rewards for like real deal money. So even just $1 will help us on the trip, but if we don't get the $5,000, all the transactions cancel. We don't make any money and the documentary never gets made. Again, you're paying for the documentary, not the road trip. We're going on the road trip all by ourselves. That's all covered. We just need help funding the film of it.
Now, since this is the season finale of Spotlight, summer's closing in, what words of wisdom do you have for the seniors?
Get serious about things. I know that sounds like a pain and like, oh, like, yeah, I am serious about things. And it seems like I'm telling you, like, grow up. But really, the sooner you get serious about things and realize, like, what's really important to you and those around you and the people you love and what's important to pursue, then the happier you will be because you have a goal in your life. You have something you're striving to do and achieving. So the sooner you just, I guess, get serious and focused about your future and the things that you want to accomplish, the sooner you'll accomplish those things, and the sooner you'll be a happier person. You can look back and say, like, wow, like, I came a long way, and you can be proud of yourself. That sort of thing.
Amazing. From all of us here at NHTV, I hope everyone has a very fun summer. With Spotlight, I'm David Haddad. See you all next fall. So I guess what I'm getting at is, tell me about why are you in the hallway?
Well, Why in the Hallway was quite the experience. It was definitely impacted me big time as a person, made me who I am, just through like learning how to talk to people and how to present things, even though it was like really at its core it was just the dumbest show and just the dumbest idea, but just seeing how people
the most popular dumbest idea in North Hills history
really was, but just seeing how people like reacted to it and how people approached it and me because of it was really important to me.
All right. Now I know, you spent 3 years asking people those hard-hitting questions. Do you have any questions for me?
Why are you in the no? Yeah.
I'm not in the hallway.
That would be my response. But you know how my kids ask me, "Why are you in the hallway?" When I was like driving down the street, I'm like, "Not in the hallway. Sorry."
That's how you drive?
Yeah, I drive a forklift actually.
2 and 10. 10 and 2.
Like you gotta put your thumbs on the outside because
Right.
if you crash, they'll blow off if you have
Right.
them on the inside.
Right.
Mythbusters.
Thought she was a woman, but she was another thing.